Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. My cable guy just came here and he fixed my internet. We got a new router so I could do better work from home. And rather than start the whole thing over, I just stopped it and I'm going to resume from where I left off. So the last thing I had talked about, he had gone through the four freedoms, and we read what the first three freedoms were. One, freedom of speech and expression. Two, freedom to worship God in their own way everywhere in the world. And we were on the third one. The third is freedom from want, which translated into world terms mean economic understandings, which will secure to every nation a healthy peacetime life for its inhabitants everywhere in the world. So three is freedom. Everybody has a good economy, the freedom to have a good, strong economy. And then the fourth is a freedom from fear, which translated into world terms means a worldwide reduction of armaments to such a point and in such a thorough fashion that no nation will be in a position to commit an act of physical aggression against any neighbor anywhere in the world. That is no vision of a distant millennium. It is a definite basis for a kind of world attainable in our own time and generation. That kind of world is the very antithesis of the so-called new order of tyranny, which the dictators seek to create with the crash of a bomb. To that new order, we oppose the greater conception, the moral order. A good society is able to face schemes of world domination and foreign revolutions alike without fear. That's a good sentence. Listen again. A good society is able to face schemes of world domination and foreign revolutions alike without fear. In other words, if you're good and free, you will not be afraid to step up against tyrants that are trying to take you over. You'll step up and stop them. Listen, since the beginning of our American history, we have been engaged in change, in a perpetual peaceful revolution, a revolution which goes on steadily, quietly adjusting itself to changing conditions, without the concentration camp or the quicklime in the ditch. The world order which we seek is the cooperation of free countries working together in a friendly, civilized society. That's another good quote right there. What does it take to be free? Listen, according to FDR, consider the following quote. The world order which we seek is the cooperation of free countries working together in a friendly, civilized society. So to be free, you must work and be civilized with all the other countries around you. Listen. This nation has placed its destiny in the hands and heads and hearts of millions of free men and women, and its faith and freedom under the guidance of God. Freedom, the best quote of all. Listen, the best quote of all. Freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. Again, freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. So according to FDR, in order to be free, according to FDR, consider the following quote. Freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. This quote clearly means that FDR believed that in order to be free, everybody around the world has to be free. Because if they're not, if other people are being enslaved and taken over around the world, then eventually that's going to come to you and your neighborhood. Listen, our support goes to those who struggle to gain these rights or to keep them. Our strength is our unity of purpose. To that high concept, there can be no end save victory. So, according to FDR, in order to be free, you've got to be strong. You've got to stand up for the little guys. You've got to arm the little guys. And you cannot let dictators do whatever they want around the world. You can't let them take over people. You can't let them take over economies. You can't let them bully people or kill people. You have to step up to them. You have to stop them. All right. So now it's time to do your first read guide. I'm going to show it to you one last time, and then I'm going to leave you alone and let you to it. So again, you have four things that you need to do. One, a sentence for what is this speech about, or two sentences, I'm sorry, because I want two sentences each. Two sentences about who is involved. Then up here, you put your quotes, top right. There's my quote, properly cited. There's my annotation. Good. You're going to need to put your own next two quotes in there. I know I went over at least 6 or 8 quotes that are good for this. Clearly, the best quotes could be just the 4 freedoms. Consider the following quote, 1 and then 2. Perfect, it'll be easy. And if I remember correctly, in fact, I'll tell you right now, those 4 freedoms can be found paragraph 59, 60, 61, and 62. Great quotes. But the best quote would be the last one on paragraph 66. Freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. I love that one. I would use that as well. You could also say our support post, those are struggle, blah, blah, but really it's just our freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. Bottom left, give me, a connection of this speech to anything you've ever heard in your life. Have you ever seen another president give a speech before? Link it to that, or any other speech that you've ever seen before, because this is a speech. And then, of course, the bottom right, you're going to answer the 5 questions that you'll find on page 277. And under that, you're going to give me a 1-paragraph summary of the speech. Really, really good job. I'm typing in 1-paragraph summary of the speech right there, so you know exactly how much it has to be. And great job, everybody. Thank you very much for your time and for your effort. And please get your first read guide done. If you have any questions, bother me. Have a great day. Thank you very much.